Hello guys, thank you so much for clicking on today's story and welcome to my channel. Today's story is an interesting one. OP decides to leave her husband of 10 years after a very insulting comment that he made. But it's one of those stories that not only has an update from OP, but it also has the other person's point of view. So stay tuned to hear not only OP's story, but also the point of view of her husband. If you do like the story, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a thumbs up. And before I start the story, I just want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. You are what keep me going. For those of you that don't know, I have a personal goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers. So if you like my content and would like to hear more from me, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit the subscribe button. Anyways, thank you so much for your time and on to the story. I'm going to divorce my husband of 10 years. My husband and I met when I was 18. It's always just been me and my best friend, but when my husband came along, we became an inseparable trio. For me, it was love at first sight. I had the biggest crush on him, but I didn't want to ruin the friendship thing we had, so I kept it to myself until he confessed when we were 20. Things went fast and we got married when we were 22. My best friend got married too, and we all remained close. We had invited my best friend and her husband around for dinner, and we were joking about the things we got up to when my husband brought up how he had always had a crush on my best friend, but then she got a boyfriend, so he settled for me instead. When I tell you that my whole world just came crashing down, I realized that my marriage of 10 years was him settling for second best, that I was never his first option. After that, everything he did just started to annoy me. I was no longer attractive to him anymore, and we haven't slept together for 6 months because I feel so disgusted. I just want out. I feel like I've wasted my life. I'm disappointed in him and myself for believing that I was the one that he liked. OP then went on to add that my husband doesn't know about the divorce. I told my best friend and she told my husband. So I come home to a don't leave him intervention where they all wanted to talk to work it out. I've never been so confused because for the past 6 months I've been trying to ask him what he feels and what he meant by his comment and to answer my questions. Like literally, I came to the point where I literally had to scream in his face to just tell me, but he kept saying nothing. My best friend has been encouraging me to talk to him, but she's been keeping her distance. I thought that it was because she didn't like him. Apparently, she just thinks that we're perfect together and he doesn't want to lose what we have. What do we have? We're basically roommates who occasionally sleep together at this point. I think I won't update this because I'm a bit miffed and angry. I'm going to go and stay at my mom's or something. OP then went on to add an update to the same post. Okay, so here's a pretty major update that I said that I wouldn't do, but I'm not a man of my word and I never said that I was. Today, I got a message from my best friend's husband asking me where she was, and I told him that I had no idea because I was at my mother's house. Can we guess where she is? She's at my effing house with my effing husband. What a weird effing universe I'm living in. Anyways, yeah, so I'm leaving and taking all of my stuff with me. My mom will have to put up with me for a while. Divorce is definitely happening, and I'm also going to start therapy. I destroyed my marriage with a stupid comment and a one-night stand. So I found my wife's post which says that I'm going to divorce my husband of 10 years. Someone made a video about it and that video got back to me. I'd like to tell my side. When I met my wife, I didn't really think much about her. She was funny, kind, and a good friend, but I had no other interest. Her friend, who we'll call Sarah, was gorgeous. She had long red hair and those soft freckles and long eyelashes. She was my dream girl, but she wasn't interested in me. I noticed my wife, we'll call her Amber, was hanging out with me more, laughing at my jokes, listening to me, and it made me consider having more of a relationship with her. Sarah got a boyfriend about a year into us being friends, and her interest in our friendship group started to dwindle. She hung out with us less and less and spent more time with her boyfriend, which left me and Amber alone a lot. I ended up giving up on Sarah and focusing on Amber, and we eventually started dating and got married. We kept our friendship with Sarah, but we focused on each other. In the back of my mind, though, it always felt like I had missed out on something. My marriage was boring. Amber and I were basically friends, and I was working hard to save for a house while she was working hard to save for future kids. So we were essentially existing alongside each other, but not actually together. So one day when we were at dinner, I got jealous of Sarah and her husband, who seemed really happy, and I made the comment about settling for Amber. Amber then shut down after that. She kept repeating the same question over and over again, and it would make me so angry that I didn't want to answer. So I didn't. I guess that was my first bad move. Sarah messaged me after dinner to check if I was okay, and we kept messaging each other. She was just reassuring me and telling me that I didn't do anything wrong and that it would work out. Then I got a text saying Amber was planning to divorce me. So Sarah came over and we tried to stop her from leaving me, but it seemed to only make things worse. Sarah saw how distraught I was and stayed to comfort me, and we drank, and in a drunk stupid mistake, we ended up sleeping together. Sarah confessed to her husband that we had slept together, and her husband told Amber. Now both of our marriages are ruined. I regret it so much, and I just wish that I could take it all back. So guys, what did you think about that? Please let me know in the comments down below. I am really weirded out by OP's husband. Like, there are so many red flags, it's insane. One of the first things that I want to point out is that OP's husband is incredibly delusional. For some reason, he thought that providing his point of view would, I don't know, maybe exonerate him. His actions were incredibly shitty. And also, the husband has deleted his comments, but I was able to recover some of the comments using one of those recovery websites. And apparently, this isn't even the first time that he's cheated on his wife. He slept with Sarah over 6 years ago, so apparently he slept with her on and off for the first 4 years that him and OP were married. Like, what? What kind of human being is this? This is such a trash human being. I just can't. I'm so done. I feel so bad for OP, but I'm so glad that she has the scum out of her life. I hope that she's able to recover from the hurt that OP's husband put her through, and that she's able to become a much better person through it all. Anyways, I do hope that you enjoyed this story. If you do, please leave a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you'd like to hear more stories from Reddit with updates.